The bullet burned through my spine, heat flooding into cold earth. Breath caught in my throat. Darkness pressed in. Then her voice. Is it done? Is he really gone? My brother's laugh was a sound I had once trusted. I emptied the mag into him. He's warm food. Let's get his son next. Silence. Then her reply, low, measured, final. Good. Tell everyone a bear got him. What a tragedy. Their footsteps faded. The wind bit through my jacket. I tasted iron. My hands clawed the dirt. My muscles screamed. But I had been colder, darker, closer to death before. They called me the Wolverine in Siberia, because I never stayed dead. I rose. Slowly. Pain was just an old friend. I knew my next move before my shadow even touched the tree line. Blood crested under my shirt by the time I reached the cabin, 3 miles out. I moved through it in silence. Water, antiseptic, the sharp sting of survival. Their words kept replaying. My wife, my brother, together, talking about my death like it was housekeeping, planning to take my son as if he were property. I could almost see the lies in her face now, how her smile had turned softer when he walked into the room, the way she leaned closer when I wasn't watching, how my brother's hand lingered on her shoulder a fraction too long. I hadn't wanted to believe it. Now, belief wasn't necessary. I had proof, in the form of 2 voices and 1 bullet lodged in my back. But I wouldn't confront them. Not yet. The dead have time. I didn't go home, not right away. Instead, I watched. From the tree line near our house, I saw them, laughing on the porch. She wore my sweater. He wore my watch. They thought I was miles under dirt or bare meat rotting in the woods. Good. Let them feel safe. I called in an old contact from my Siberia days, a man who could pull phone records without leaving fingerprints, another who could lift financial statements, security footage, hidden emails. 2 days in, I had their pattern. Nights together, money transfers, plans to sell my property, plans to put my son under family care after my accident. 3 days in, I had his gun, the one he shot me with. He hadn't even bothered to get rid of it. Stupid. 4 days in, I had something better, my son's location. Still with her, unharmed, for now. My heartbeat stayed steady, my breathing calm. But inside, there was a storm I had been saving for this exact moment. I waited until nightfall, knocked on my own door. She opened it. For a second, her face froze, then smoothed into something too practiced. "You're alive?" "I am," I said. My voice was steady, cold enough to frost glass. He stepped into the hallway behind her, pale, no laugh this time. I dropped the folder onto the table. Phone logs, bank transfers, security stills of them leaving a motel. The grainy image of him buying ammo, the exact caliber now lodged in my back. Neither spoke. Her eyes darted to him. His jaw tightened. "I know everything," I said. "And I've known long enough to prepare." The silence between us was a living thing. I didn't shout, didn't hit him, didn't beg her for answers. Instead, I stepped aside. My son walked in from the porch, his small hand in mine. "We're leaving," I told him. "No," she whispered. "Yes." I turned to my brother. "You wanted my life. You can have it. The house, the debts, the memories. But not him." His lips parted, some mix of protest and guilt, but nothing came out. She looked at him, then at me, realizing what I'd taken. Not revenge. Something worse. Control. When we stepped out into the night, I left the door open. Let the cold air bleed into their perfect little scheme. Let it freeze. We drove without speaking. The road curved through black pines and snow-heavy branches. My son fell asleep in the seat beside me. I didn't think about her face when she saw me alive. I didn't think about his silence. I didn't think about the bullet. I thought about distance, about time, about how the dead are never really dead until they stop moving. The road stretched out in front of me, endless and clean. They would live in that house together, sleep in my bed, eat at my table, and every night they would hear the echo of my voice and wonder if the door would open again. I wouldn't be back. The grave they dug for me was still empty. It always would be.